welcome to episode 26 of BRB Geek Speak, your place for all your nerdy needs on BigRedBarrel.com. I am your host Lauren, and with me as always is the Baroness of Butts, the beauteous Auntie Amorous Alex.
Butts, shiny new butts, shiny 2016 new butts.
And a shiny and chrome Pokemonica.
Hello.
We have her back.
Guess who's back?
Bright for the new year.
Back again.
Yeah.
Mon is back. Tell a friend.
Mon is back. Okay. So, a few big things happened over Christmas since we spoke to you last. If you recall, we did have a little word about the Star Wars, because we were going to watch it that week, and we shall be discussing that this month. And lots of things were announced and shown to us over the Christmas holidays. So we shall be looking and discussing those during this episode. But first off, our traditional time waster of the week. I have two little videos which will be posted in the show notes. And they are two adverts. My time wasters do tend to be YouTube based, but they are two adverts from, well, I'm not sure what country they're from. I think it's the States, but they are based on Dragon Ball Z. Did either of you look at these?
No.
Laughs nervously and disappears.
I think I did describe this to Alex the other week, but these are for Ford Fusion cars.
Oh,
yeah. So
Do they fuse?
yes, so the second link is actually Trunks and Goten doing the fusion dance and turning into a Ford Galaxy.
Oh god.
Yes. And the first episode is when Krillin and Gohan are on Namek, and they have the Namekian dragon up, and they're doing all the wishes, because you get 3 wishes up on Namek. And they are wishing for cars.
Okay, what?
What?
Were some words in this English? Because I'm not sure.
Oh no, it was all English, so that's
Okay.
why I think this was an advert
I
for the
think
States.
I don't think Alex has ever watched Dragon Ball Z. Because I actually understood what you were talking about with
Okay,
Namek.
I'm sorry. I didn't.
Yeah.
I love Dragon Ball Z. I've been rewatching. This is another thing that's a good time waster. Is I think it's Channel 4 Star on YouTube, and they do Dragon Ball Z abridged.
Oh really?
Yeah, so they take sagas and episodes and condense them down into more manageable chunks. So they're about 15-20 minute episodes, but they cover probably about 5 to 6 episodes
Oh wow.
of actual Dragon Ball Z. So, for example, when they're up on Namek and Frieza has, well, they're waiting for the planet to explode.
Yes, I was about to say, like, is it like,
Yeah.
does the planet actually explode in 3 minutes?
5 minutes, yes.
Oh.
So they argue about that, and it's just a lot quicker. They're dubbed over in a very amusing way, and it's a nice way to watch Dragon Ball Z, because if you think about all the filler episodes, like when Piccolo and Goku go drive cars, because the anime's caught up to the manga and they're waiting for more episodes, kind of like
Yeah.
the One Piece thing.
Or
that I mentioned a few
Naruto.
episodes ago.
Or Naruto. Naruto does it so bad as well.
So it just condenses everything, and I think we're on about episode 50, and we're already well into the Cell Saga.
Oh wow, I don't think I ever watched that. I think I watched all of the Saiyan saga with Vegeta and the other dude. And I watched the Frieza ones. And I think I watched a little bit of something else, but it was just so slow, and I gave up.
Oh yeah. Like when they're up on Namek, it takes forever, and I absolutely adore Dragon Ball Z, but sometimes you're just sitting there and you just see Goku charging up the Spirit Bomb for the 50th time. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, just chuck it. Come on. But you can understand why they do it, because they're trying to wait for more story to turn up from the mangas. But these guys, they condense it down. They also do Machinima Abridged, which is Final Fantasy VII. I think they played through the entire game, and then they went through and just condensed all the actual storylines into, again, manageable chunks, so you can go through less complicated, you can do the story, but that one hasn't really grabbed me as much as the Dragon Ball Z one. They also do the Dragon Ball Z movies, but I haven't watched those yet. But yeah, that's a good little time waster. And if you just want to see something stupid, check out the Dragon Ball Z Ford adverts.
Woo.
Yeah, so nice.
Good one.
Time waster.
That's good. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
So, shall we start off with... I don't want to say elephant in the room.
I was gonna say pink Millennium Falcon in the room.
The Wookiee in the
Millennium
room.
Falcon in the room.
The Wookiee in the room, surely. Surely it's the pink Wookiee in the room.
Pink Wookiee in the room. There you go.
I was very disappointed when we went to see Star Wars the second time. There was no Wookiee in the room because she didn't bring a jacket.
I did dress up the first time, and well, I didn't entirely dress up. I did wear my Wookiee jacket. I didn't go for the leggings, but I had to.
I did wear my Darth Vader dress.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So we've all seen it now.
Yeah.
Can I suggest something?
Sure.
Should we start by just general non-spoilery feelings, and then we'll go into a little bit of spoilery details, and I will just signpost and put timestamps in the post so people who don't want to be spoiled in Star Wars can skip it, but they'll still get the general idea of what we think.
Yes, but they should have bloody seen it by now.
Yeah, probably, but also some people don't care about Star Wars.
That's true.
Well, they can just skip this bit. I'd say just go straight into spoilers, because, that's what the interesting stuff is. You know, everyone likes it. It's like, everyone likes it. It's fine. Every single bloody person in my office has seen it and likes it.
Well, also, it said that if you're a person who listens to podcasts, which I'd assume you do if you're listening to this, hi, since Star Wars came, I think every single person who spoke in a microphone ever talked about Star Wars. So if you haven't been spoiled by now, I mean, well done, dude. How are you doing this? Tell me.
Yeah.
Well, I did manage to go 2 years with no spoilers.
Yeah, but that's
even
before
though
it came
Coleman
out.
was it?
Oh.
Okay.
What happened?
That would be a spoiler if I mention it. So
well, let's just...
I'm gonna. Okay. From now on, spoilers. Stamp.
Spoilers. Okay. Stampy stamp spoilers. Yeah.
I am going to sum up my feelings for the entire thing. Just quickly. No spoilers. Cry or cry. Yay! That's my movie in a nutshell.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
So now back on spoilers. Yeah, Ollie had really bad luck, because what happened to him is that a couple of days before we went to see it, he was going through Imgur, as he does, and someone had made a post that was just something funny, and it had got up to the front page. And when it was up on the front page, they'd swapped the picture that was in the post to just a black image with white writing saying Han Solo dies, kills by his son Kylo Ren. And he just glanced at it and saw it and was just like, of course he didn't tell me, but he knew, and I felt so bad because we were sat in the cinema and I was gripping his hand and it happened and it just started blubbering and he was just like, I knew.
You know the worst story that is gonna happen to me but happened to friend, and there's this story that, he told on Facebook, but that he was standing in line to get for Star Wars, and the group of people who saw the movie before went out and screamed spoilers at the people.
I would have punched them in the face. I would have destroyed them.
That's horrible.
I don't understand it.
Right then and there.
I really do. I really don't understand the mentality of people and why. How do you even enjoy that? Just spoiling anything for people.
We didn't even mention any details in the cab ride home in case the taxi driver hadn't seen it yet, and we didn't want to spoiler it for him. No one really said anything on our group of people in the cinema. Everyone was just like, "Oh my god, that's so good! Oh my god, so good!" Because it's big groups of people outside. Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? That's just that's just a dick move.
Okay, Lauren, tell me about your spoiler that wasn't really a spoiler, but ended up being a spoiler by accident.
You all know how much I love Han Solo.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
I adore him. So Coleman thought it'd be funny in the weeks preceding because, as you know, I have been avoiding spoilers like the plague, to the point where I refuse to watch parody videos of the trailers because I also refuse to watch the trailers. And he just kept going, Han Solo's gonna die. Han Solo's gonna die.
Oh.
It's like, no, he can't. No, stop saying that. That's really mean. And lo and behold,
He was
Yep.
right. Bet did you come out of that and go, well, I bet you feel fucking awkward.
no. So during it, I was silent. I silently welled up, crying, no sobs, just pure tears, just dribbling down my face. And then when we came out, I went, "You're a dick." You knew it was gonna happen. Harrison Ford wanted to die in the last one. It's like, I don't care. You dick. Not happy.
To be honest, as soon as they revealed in the movie that Kylo Ren was his son, I went straight away, yep, he's gonna die, and Kylo Ren is gonna kill him. It just makes sense. Like, as soon as
he went on that walkway, it's like, oh, this is it.
No, you went way before that.
You
went way before that.
Am I just really like blind to this? Because I was just like, oh, they're gonna make it super smushy because he got tearful, and I thought, oh, okay, well, is he gonna go with him and everything? Because he was like, I need help, blah blah. I was like, oh, man, they're gonna make it super sappy. Oh God, what is happening? Oh God! So it completely blindsided me.
As soon as that walkway came up and he saw him walking towards, like, nope, he's going down. He's falling off that. If anyone dies in Star Wars, they have to fall off something big.
Yep.
Yeah, but like, it reminded me of the episode, was that number 2, where Luke, the whole I am your father, because they're on the walkway and Luke's hanging on, and...
That's episode 5.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's the second one. My brain.
Empire Strikes Back, yeah.
Yeah.
If we go episode numbers rather than...
Yeah, so in episode 5.
Chronological.
So I thought, maybe one of them will fall off and hang on. It would be terribly,
It was more of a
traumatic,
whimper
but-
than anything, wasn't it? It was a bit of a whimpery death. It wasn't a big, dramatic, climatic death. It was like, oh, thank you, stab.
Yeah. But the implications of it are interesting, because so he had to do it to become the ultimate big bad or whatever. He had to do it to like complete his training in his mind or something, to kill his father.
Well, to become a Sith, you are actually meant to kill your master, and I'm guessing Snoke doesn't want that to happen. So Kylo Ren's his last barrier to becoming a Sith is actually his connection to his family. So by killing his father, he is severing his connection to the Skywalker line, the light side, and thus becoming a Sith. That's what I'm taking from it, anyway.
Okay, well that makes it a bit complicated. So who did Darth Vader kill then?
Darth Vader...
all of the children?
Yeah, all the Jedi kids.
Nah, I pretend.
And he lost his big love. He did lose.
He did
Amidala.
take... Well, they kind of make it out that he kind of killed her. He
No,
does
but-
force...
But
Sorry,
he
I keep swearing. He does force trigger.
He didn't kill his master though.
No, but it's more...
He was a Sith, I believe.
No, he wasn't a Sith until later. He became Lord Vader after the volcano, and then he became Darth Vader between episode 3 and episode 4, I believe. But him becoming truly part of the dark side was the point where he killed all the Jedi children at the Jedi Temple.
No, that's fine. But you're just saying that Kylo Ren technically has to kill his master to become Sith. So I'm wondering who Darth Vader had to kill to become Sith, because he couldn't kill Palpatine. Because Palpatine was alive.
That in general, a Sith should destroy his master, but if they destroy the thing that really ties them to the light side, that can also make them a Sith.
Okay. Well,
So
I don't know. They're kind of my...
Yeah. The Sith recruitment plan is flexible.
As long as they do something totally heinous,
Yeah.
you're pretty much in.
Or have a graduate degree.
Yeah, that'll do. There was a few things which I thought were a little bit forced, though. It seemed like they were trying to force a bit of a love link between Rey and Finn.
It wasn't
What do you think?
I didn't think it was too much. Like, there was a little bit of it, but to me it was more kind of a companionship, and they kind of went through a whole bunch together. It didn't feel too lovey-dovey for me.
At the start, it felt quite pally, like when they were working together. But when it got to the bits where they were separated and there was real on the line, excuse my French, and like when he was in the coma and she kisses his head, that just felt like a bit
I don't know.
slathered on a bit.
I think it's still ambiguous enough because I can understand developing a very close bond with someone where you went for life and death experience with someone. They did almost die fighting Kylo Ren, and he came to save her, and she got captured, and he went back to save her. All that kind of
She
stuff.
was fine.
No, she was fine, but he still went there. He still cared. He still wanted to help. Well, she didn't maybe necessarily not need his help exactly, but he still made an effort to go there because he did care. So I think they left it ambiguous enough, even though that scene where they're in Cantina it does kind of, I think, imply that they have some kind of feelings for it, but I think there's enough space to say that they're just, for the experience, they're really close to each other and the feelings are strong enough. And that kiss is, can be like, this is, we're very close to each other. We've experienced this. We have strong feelings for each other. That not necessarily mean love as in something romantic, but could be love as friendship.
Yeah, like a bond. And and everyone on the internet knows that Finn is destined to be with Poe.
Oh yes,
Poe and Finn. That is where it's at.
Can I just say, didn't I say that Oscar Isaacs is the best thing ever, and he is so the best thing ever. I love Poe.
And you forgot he was in Sucker Punch.
I don't remember him in Sucker Punch.
I don't remember most of Sucker Punch.
He has a brilliant scene with is it Carla Guingo? I can't remember how to pronounce his second name, but they have they sing "Love Is a Drug" by Roxy Music in the end credits, and it's awesome.
Oh, I need to rewatch it now so much. No, I love
Or just
Oscar
search
Isaac
"Love
so
Is a Drug"
much.
from Sucker
maybe.
Punch. That's the good part.
I have a soundtrack. I have that soundtrack, so I know the song. But I want to now find him in the movie.
Oh, he's there. He is there.
I liked Poe. He just wasn't in enough of the movie for me to really have any feelings about him. It's like, he was cool, but he just didn't do much. The one thing that, actually bothered me in the film is just how much they shove the whole BB-8 droid thing in our face. It's like, I get it, he's cute, and he rolls around, and you want us to give you all of the money. It just...
I don't care.
Especially when he does the thumbs up thing.
No, you know what? I don't care. Give me more BB-8. I love that. I love that droid.
Oh, I found someone on Instagram who makes custom dresses and lots of geeky ones. She designs the ones for We Love Fine. She actually designed your Gwen Stacy hoodie.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, she makes custom ones, custom dresses and stuff. And she's made Rey ones, and she made BB-8 one, Phasma ones. They're absolutely awesome. Again, I'll send a link.
Yeah.
What?
Phasma is also awesome and does nothing in the entire movie.
Yeah, they bigged her up so much, and then she was just like, eh.
Yeah, I did not understand. Why does she lower the shield? They clearly don't know how to lower the shields. And they're like, we'll kill you if you don't lower the shield. So all she has to do is go, alright, and then be my guest.
And she's meant to be badass.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not going to put my entire garrison, my entire troop, everybody here at risk for the sake of my own life. That doesn't seem very stormtroopery to me.
And did she get out?
No,
did she manage to get out?
Well, no, they supposedly throw her in a trash compactor, but I followed the movie logic that if you don't actually see somebody die, they are not dead.
No, they've confirmed that she's going to be returning.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They've just introduced. I think she's supposed to have a much bigger role in the movies coming. So this one is just basically to let you know she exists.
Okay.
But
she's
still,
meant to be this badass.
Yeah, I think because Gwendolyn Christie is also an amazing actress, and just not from Game of Thrones, but from everything. She's absolutely amazing, and she's woman I love.
She's an imposing woman.
Yeah, and I love her to bits. She's absolutely charming. Every interview watching her, no matter who interviews her, is absolutely delight. So it kind of feels like they wasted her a little bit on that movie because she doesn't really do much. But
she has 3 lines.
Yeah, hopefully they will improve when the second and the third come out, but this one was a bit
Yeah. Also, I was going to say, following on from the logic, if you don't see them be dead, they are not dead. I have a theory that somebody said, that makes sense, that big snort guy is actually Palpatine. Because you never actually see him properly die at the end of episode 6.
I prefer Laura's theory.
Which one?
I read something actually today. So I read a theory last week that
it's Jar Jar Binks.
actually that Snoke is actually Darth Plagueis, who was Palpatine's master, who is the one that discovered the secret to eternal life. But you never actually see him die. It's just a story that Palpatine tells Anakin when they're in the opera. So, if you think about who's like the actual big bad behind the Empire and the First Order, because the First Order came up very quickly after the Empire, and they have a lot of the same kind of vibes and even look as the original Empire.
Well, you know, they'd already made all the business cards, so they couldn't rebrand.
Yeah, might as well use it. Not gonna just cross out the name.
Evil.
Darth Snoke. Yeah. So I thought this was quite a viable theory that Darth Plagueis didn't actually die, rebranded himself. Because if you look at the hologram of Snoke, which is something I really hated, I thought that was too much like the prequels. It's like, too CG. But hopefully that's just because it's a giant hologram, and when you actually see him, he'll be alright. I've got another issue with that kind of thing, but I'll come into that in a minute. But I read somewhere that Andy Serkis, who is the voice of Snoke, has actually said, carte blanche, that he is not Plagueis.
He's not. Oh,
he's not Plagueis.
See, it's Palpatine. So I will put a tenner down when the next film comes out. Let's make a bet. I put a tenner that they somehow, because like his face kind of looks a bit burnt off and frazzled. Yeah, and he still looks humanoid, but the reason I think is because he really reminded me of Two-Face in The Dark Knight Rises. But the way
the stringy bits.
The kind of stringy bits that like burnt, and it's like he does fall down a reactor, but like Kylo Ren gets shot by that crazy blaster thing, which should have taken down a whole squad of people, and he survives.
You just kept punching it.
Yeah, because the Force, it's like the whole theory that it's like the dark side of the Force can keep you from being really injured, like if you channel it. So like it would have made sense that he could have survived. Like he doesn't get wounded.
I thought it was just he was getting the adrenaline. Because he was punching himself to get the adrenaline and the natural kind of antiseptic that comes with that.
But still, he should have died. His innies should have been outies from the blast itself. He did get like hit straight on.
And that cut on his face as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, Ian McDiarmid was the best thing about the original trilogy. If there was Palpatine, why wouldn't they make him come back and voice it? Voice the smoke. So, I don't know. It's a bit
maybe the nuclear reactor messed up his vocal cords.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to.
Oh, maybe.
He is quite old now.
Yeah, but, you know, he has been there episode 6, episode 1, 2, 3. He is Palpatine. I don't know. It would be just a bit weird to the character if that was Palpatine again, like, because, I don't know, it's so much Ian McDiarmid's Emperor, you know? It's kind of like replacing, I forgot his name, but, Anakin Skywalker in episode 6 with Hayden Christensen. You know, it's kind of the same thing to me. Yeah. It's like you wouldn't want to.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Here's another idea. Maybe Palpatine is there, and Snoke's just another puppet.
Ah,
could so that's be. Why Andy Serkis is just a voice. He's just a voice modulator because they have tech in the future.
Yeah,
a long time ago.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of a plot? Because this was the movie that everyone's like hush-hushed. The script was sort of for every actor is like under lock and key. It was the most protected storyline of the movie probably ever. And then the plot was, I don't want to say predictable, but it was New Hope 2.0 to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, I read another thing which was quite intriguing, that they're trying to show that they can do a proper Star Wars movie, like in the same vein. Yeah. And then the next ones will start being more creative and going across the pot. And it's also drawing similarities between this and The Hope, but also showing differences. So instead of it just being this one farm boy who shoots it's actually a team of people who all get together. And it's a bit more about the light and the dark side, because you have Rey and Kylo fighting each other.
Yeah.
So it's evoking the original, showing that even though they destroyed it the first time, the galaxy has still going through these problems, is still having these issues. There's always going to be a bigger, badder boss that they have to defeat.
Yeah.
But they have to find new ways to do it.
Yeah, which bothers me a little bit, because I was not expecting them to blow up the damn thing at the end of the film. It's like, really? What are they going to have in the other ones? Like, the escalation bothers me. Like, are they going to have something which can blow up a nebula? Like, is it going to be a super
nebula killer base?
Yeah, like, what's it going to be? And also, the signs of that thing, so it eats up the sun and fires its laser beams. It did it once, and it was going to do it the second time. And the second time, it completely ate up the sun. And then what would it do? It would just sit there going, well, guess we're in charge now. Can't shoot anything more. Like, they've run out of sun. Like, could they move the whole planet?
Yeah, I think that was
I
the
didn't
idea.
understand
How
that
would they
bit,
move
because-
it? How would they move it?
Well,
What would they
because
use?
they
have
charge
no
it.
more. Yeah, they use up all the energy in the laser beams, and then how do they move the planet? Like, with what energy?
What I thought, and there's no basis for this in the movie, but what I thought is that they used up one sun, they get all the energy, they fired it up, destroyed the Republic, then they moved to another system and drained out that sun. So it just moves draining suns.
Or they could go sunshine on it and just throw a nuclear warhead and restart the sun. Like
Here
in
we
Sunshine.
go.
No, it's at the balls.
Yeah.
Just theorizing.
I don't know. It's like, I still wish they hadn't blown it up, just disabled it, because then I don't know what the
I agree with you.
upcoming thing
I
would be.
agree with you. Because I was sitting there while they were attacking this Starkiller base. I was there like, just damage it. Just do damage. Just like serious damage. Like disable the weapon and let it be. And when it exploded, I was like, oh, really? Again? Oh.
Yeah.
But hey, now in episode 9 we can get another Starkiller base, which will be quite operational.
Yay! I don't know. And also, everyone within just many kilometers of that thing should have been dead. 'Cause it's like, that's like the power of a sun in that thing. Exploding. When stuff goes supernova, you all die.
But also the opposite, so all the people in the system where that sun has been
Yeah, would also die.
destroyed,
'Cause-
would die. Nuclear winter. Not
yeah.
nuclear winter, just eternal winter.
Just no sun. They would
Just
just
dead.
freeze.
But come
Very
on,
quickly.
it's Star Wars. What kind of science is there? It's
true.
actually funny because I'm watching, the Expanse series came out recently, and I'm just going to talk about briefly about it, but I'm not going to dwell on it. But the Expanse that I was talking, I watched 2 episodes, and they're also, traveling in space, but they're being much more realistic about it. And so they don't have, this hyperdrive travel or whatever. And when they travel, they've actually, the authors of the book and then the guys who did the TV show, they've actually thought about, because when you travel and you speed up, you travel at the speed that crushes you from inside. So, not only, you can feel it when they do the shots, but they also pump you with drugs. They fix you to the chair. They put something so you don't, you don't bite on your tongue. They do all these, preparations that make you feel like, this is real. Yeah, they can travel really fast around the system, but, it's real travel. Compared to that, Star Wars is like, magic!
Yeah. Super drive. Pew! There we
We're
go.
going to Plaid!
Yeah, it
We
really,
just arrived.
made me reflect on that, and I was like, wow.
Gravity? What's that? Time-space continuum. Yeah.
Yeah, have you realized that in Star Wars, at no point, no one is, floating around the ships? They all seem to have, gravitational pull in the ships. They all seem to be just standing there. At no
That's
point, no one
true.
is just like, I'll float around because there's
That's
nothing to
true.
pull me down.
Well, BB-8 did when they were flippity do.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
just
but
because
that's
they were
'cause it was
flipping
all-
around.
Spinning. Spinny. I don't know. It's like, I guess it's like in Star Trek as well. They just do crazy
Yeah.
stuff that makes no
Yeah.
sense. So I guess I can suspend disbelief for the fact that it was really cool and really pretty, and that scene where the Millennium Falcon zoomed around Jakku and into the carcass
was
of the
so
old
cool.
thing. That was beautiful. That was that's what I watch it for. Or when they're in that woody planet and those X-wings come into the rescue.
Yes. Oh, I love
that's
that
cool.
scene.
This is like Mad Max and Star Wars. It's just cool and visual, and there are stories, and it's really cool how Rey is the main character, and she's not.
Oh, I love Rey.
She isn't all about her relationship to Finn, which I really enjoy. She is about her like wanting to go back to wait for her family because she's been abandoned and like she feels bad and she's kind of coming into her own powers. And also that scene where she mind controls the
Daniel Craig.
stormtrooper. Yeah, Daniel Craig.
Apparently.
It is Daniel Craig.
It is.
Have they confirmed it?
Yeah, it's confirmed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's him.
And
I know,
Simon
she's
Pegg
cool.
is the Junker on Jakku.
No, that's okay. That one I knew. I just wasn't completely sure they've confirmed that.
Yeah, it's definitely. And like I think she's a really cool character, which is annoying that she's not in the Star Wars Monopoly game. Did you see that?
No, they added her.
She's
They
not
added
in
her.
have they?
anything.
She
They have
is
added
in
her.
Soddle
Oh,
toys.
they added her. Yeah,
Yes,
I was going
they
through
did.
the Disney toy store online. It's like she's got 3-4 figures, and then it's just all Darth Vaders and Darth Blue Blues and Han and Wookiees, and then random stormtroopers. Like, why would I want a bunch of stormtroopers? I want Rey. She's cool.
She
has crazy
Did
hair.
you see there was an article released yesterday where some young girls who got fed up of trying to find Rey toys actually bought cheap Bratz dolls, and this guy set up a workshop where they could repaint them as Rey.
Oh,
Aww.
Yeah, it was awesome. They like stripped off all the like complete chavvy makeup from the Bratz dolls, and then repainted them as Rey, made them little costumes and belts and little staffs.
that's
It's
cool.
like pretty sweet. It was
And
pretty
did they do the hair in her with triple ponytails?
Yeah, in the little buns. I've been trying to do that, but I can't find enough bobbles at the moment.
Lauren knows this story, but I nearly cried in Disney Store because they have all, little Stormtrooper, Darth Vader, Rey outfits, but they're all for like little teenage and small girls. And I've been standing as like, they're so cute, and I want them, but there's no way they're gonna fit you. Why, Disney? Why?
That's why you need to look at that Instagram I mentioned earlier. She can make you the costumes.
Oh, I'm sure there's lots of like guys that do cosplay in Salem. I'm sure I can find one, but it was just like, it was right there, it just wasn't the right size. But it was there, so close.
They're cute. I do like the costumes. I like that she's not wearing stupid... None of them are wearing stupid Jedi robes, because the whole Jedi robes thing, I think, is ridiculous, because they're not Jedi robes, they're just what he was wearing on bloody Tatooine, because it was sandy and you had a robe because it gets cold at night. It's like, it's not a Jedi outfit. He was in hiding. Why would he wear Jedi outfits in hiding? So people can go, hey, isn't that what the Jedi wear? Isn't that a Jedi uniform?
One thing that did annoy me about her outfit, those weird arm things.
Oh, they were cute.
Oh, they were cool. Because she has them even when she gets a new outfit. She still has, like, her...
Yeah, that's
I know.
what I
for
didn't
sure.
understand. Is there something wrong with her arms?
Maybe she should
They're
just... what she likes
arm
wearing.
warmers.
Why does she need arm warmers?
She's
Like,
cold.
I understand them on the dust planet because, well, she's a junker, so she has to go through dangerous situations, got to protect her arms. But she's got a brand new outfit, and she got just the same things in grey.
Well, she's been rocking that fashion for how many years? She gotta
Yeah.
be consistent.
Yeah.
True that.
It's like, I ain't wearing no dress.
Yo.
Yo, brap, gonna get my cool staff and my cool BB droid. Boop, boop. Gonna go talk to Luke. And he's gonna be like...
My micro buns.
He's gonna be like, word, I've been here for like 20 years by myself. I'm slightly crazy.
Oh, his whole expression is like, what? What? Reminds me of, is it Bill from Bill and Ted? Keanu Reeves. He's like,
Yeah. What?
And then he flicks his hair and he just goes, I'm worth it. Sort of Chewbacca, I'm the new spokeshair person now.
It was cool. I like the place.
Yeah, I know, stole the best hair from Chewbacca. What the
He
hell?
did have
Luke?
fantastic hair.
Oh.
Mm.
Can I
tell you
just
that.
say, in his, I don't know how old is our wonderful Mark Hamill, but God, he looks now kind of good.
He looks a lot better than he has done, because a few
Yeah.
years ago, he was looking a bit tired, and that was when, I think that was before Star Wars was announced. And probably as soon as they went, do you want to do Star Wars? Like, yep,
Yes.
Jim. Let's do this.
Yeah,
Well,
and he got a
they-
haircut and his beard.
I think he got extensions.
Yeah, probably. Well, I mean, it's been reported that poor Carrie Fisher had to go on a diet, which she doesn't enjoy, and she's an incredibly clever woman, and she says some clever things about it that I wouldn't be able to repeat, but she wasn't entirely happy with that.
Yeah, she was saying, I'm a woman, I had children as a human being is wont to do, and then because of said children, I took antidepressants, and, I put on weight, and, just a normal human being, and, they're trying to make me be this ideal.
Yeah. It was more that she used to be like a sex symbol, and she felt it was like a pressure on her to keep up with that, and she was like, nah, that's not happening. I had kids. I'm not your geek sex symbol. Forget the bikini.
Well, if you think about Leia wouldn't do that anyway.
Yeah.
No, she wouldn't.
Because Leia is a politician first, princess second, and she's a badass general now. So why would she give a damn about looking sexy and looking fly?
I seriously agree.
She want to feel good, comfortable, and able to fight for her cause.
Yeah, I really liked her outfit right at the end. Like she looks very official. She looks really cool.
Yeah,
and very powerful. Like she's a mother.
It's like
she's
regal
amazing.
casual.
regal
casual.
Yeah, I have to say, she didn't have a lot of time in the movie, but I think even then she managed to kick ass just by still being a general and running this group, and by sending just things that she does even off camera make her like, yeah, Leia is still kicking ass.
Yeah.
And she knows how to delegate. She knows how to work her bloody troops. Like, as soon as she sees Finn, she's like, right, we'll help you out wherever you can. Just let us know what you know so we can destroy this.
Okay.
Like, yeah, that's what you do. Don't get all squishy. Get to business.
Mm-hmm.
She's very cool. I like her a lot. I liked all the female characters in that movie. They had some really cool characters. I think they didn't have
one female character that confused me a bit. Is it Maz?
Yeah, Maz Kanata.
Oh, glasses.
Yeah.
Is that the glasses lady?
Yeah. I didn't like her when she had her glasses on, but when she took them off, it was a lot better. Because when she had her glasses on, it reminded me too much of like the Gungans in episode 1. They were a bit too CG for me. But when she took her glasses off, she seemed a bit more real. And you could actually see her having a conversation with Rey. It just wasn't, oh, look at me, I'm kooky.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked it.
You could actually see she was an actual sage and could deal out a whole lot of wisdom behind those ginormously weird glasses.
Specs of her.
Guys, we exceeded our quota for Star Wars. We said we were going to speak about it for 20 minutes. We're so beyond that now.
Oh, let's go.
Shall we finish off with a single question? Do you think Rey is Luke's daughter?
Yes.
Just yes or no? So, yes for Alex, yes for me.
Undecided, but probably, I reckon it probably will be that. I kind of wish she wasn't.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, but the whole thing with the lightsaber that really stuck with me is that when Maz goes, it calls to you. It was Luke's and his father before him, and now it calls to you. So that just sounds like it's part of the lineage.
Yeah.
And then Rylo Ken goes,
Kylo
that
Ren.
is mine. What did I say?
Rylo Ken.
Rylo Ken.
Kylo Ren!
Rylo Ken.
No!
He goes, what, Rylo Ken?
Kylo Ren!
Yeah.
Okay, Kylo Ren and Stimpy. He says, that is mine. That is my birthright.
Yeah.
So the fact that he thinks it's his because he is born into that family and is calling to her, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
I know, again, I'm trying to put sense into a fictional universe,
Well,
but that's just my logic.
Well, Luke had Anakin's old lightsaber, the one that murdered all the babies.
That is it.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up again.
There's just that meme. It's like, here is the lightsaber of your father who had it before you. He murdered loads of kids with it. You can have it now.
Alex, do you want to pick something?
I want you to pick something. Basically, what I did, and I'm gonna talk, and you guys read and pick. Basically, what I did over Christmas, for the first time ever, I didn't go anywhere. Being an immigrant, you tend to travel over Christmas a lot to visit all your family scattered all around. But this is the first time I didn't, so I planted my ass on a bed, and for 2 weeks I did nothing but growing that ass and playing lots of video games, watching lots of stuff, and reading.
Ass.
Why, thank you. But hence, after that, I've managed to catch up with everything I could have wanted to catch up, and I've done lots of stuff. So you pick what you want to hear about, and I'll talk about it.
Well, the only thing that I want to hear your opinion about at the minute is Tales from the Borderlands, because you finally started playing it.
Yes! No, I finished it!
Oh! Sorry, that's exciting.
Look, I've played one episode, and then me and you talked, and then we had New Year, and then the next day, I sat down and I played through all of them, and I couldn't stop.
Amazing.
It is pretty good.
Yeah, if you see on the Big Red Barrel website, we currently have our Games of the Year. Tales from the Borderland was voted number 2 by the Big Red Barrel family. So I wrote a little bit about that, and I freaking love that game, if you haven't already guessed. And finally, Alex has played it, so I'm really happy.
I know!
So,
incidentally, none of my games went into top 10, but I would have voted for Tales of Borderlands if I have played it prior to us making that list. I probably would have, given it... It might have even come first if I managed to play. But,
yeah, I was the only one to put it first.
Yeah. I do have 2.5 points about it that I don't think we've ever discussed. And, well, one of them might be slightly spoilerish. 2 of them might be slightly spoilerish, but...
Okay.
So in Tales of Borderlands, you have 2 main characters. So you have Fiona and you have Rhys, and you kind of switch in the games between the 2 of them.
Can you say his name again?
Rhys?
Rhys.
Rhys?
Sorry, it's a Welsh name.
I'm sorry.
Rhys.
Rhys?
It's okay. It's cute. It's cute. Sorry. Carry on.
It's cute. It's cute how you spit all over her heritage.
It's my heritage.
That's what I said.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant me on hers.
No, I meant hers on yours.
Most people do. I'm used to it.
Oh god, this went well. Okay, so you have Fiona and that guy.
Rhys.
And
Rhys,
you always interchange between them while you're playing which episode, which I think looks very well because you get to see you get to do lots of different stuff and see different sides of the story and some actions and be playing along the other side of the characters. But at the end of the game, you sort of come to the standstill. And I'm not saying I'm not necessarily not liking this, but it's a bit weird where it's kind of like an epilogue thing, but it's a dialogue between Fiona and Rhys. So it's basically dialogue between you and you.
Oh, is this about Sasha?
Yeah, and it is about Sasha, but it's also about the other stuff. Like, you choose an option, what you want to do, and then you choose an option for another character, and it feels like you're talking to yourself, and it just feels weird. It's like, well, I could just say whatever at this point, because there's nothing stopping me, because I'm in control of both these characters, so... And I didn't like, so Rhys has a crush on Sasha, and she probably does have a crush on him. I think it's quite obvious. But the thing is, Rhys, they have a conversation about this with Fiona, and they kind of decided, yeah, it's okay, you have a crush on her, I give you my blessing. And I'm like, well, what does Sasha think about it? I like how you decided everything without her present. They're like, yeah, okay, done it.
I thought it was more that he was asking to pursue her, so then he would go and say, hey, wanna bang? And then she can say yes or no then. Yeah,
maybe. I guess. I don't know. The whole conversation with myself was just a bit weird. I'm not saying it's necessarily bad, not saying it's necessarily good. It just felt weird because it didn't feel like it led anywhere because I was talking to myself via these 2 characters.
So that's your first point, I'm guessing.
Well, that's 1.5.
That's 1.5. Okay, what's your other point?
And another one, and I don't know if you did the same, Lauren, and this is decision-based, but I did a boo-boo. And I have exploded the character who I thought was bad, but he actually was very good, and he kind of saved me a couple of times even while he was dead, and he turned out to be very well and stuff.
Oh yeah, I shot him.
Oh yeah, you exploded him too. But
yeah, I shot him.
At no point do those 2 bloody sisters ever feel remorse about exploding that dude.
Because he was trying to kill them.
He wasn't. He was trying to save them.
Was. No, they didn't know that time. They thought he was double crossing them.
But when they found out that he wasn't actually double crossing him, at no point they go, oh well, he's actually sent those people to save us and this to save us, and we kind of exploded him. Oops. There's no point they have any remorse or conversation. All the conversation is like, yeah, he's a bastard. He tried to steal our money and do this, and I don't want to talk about him. And I'm like, well, he was good. He loved you guys. You killed him because you thought he was an ass, but he actually wasn't. Don't you feel at least a little bit bad about that? Tiny bit? Like he, he was your parent, almost. Oh.
Yeah. That's the point. I didn't even think about that. I was too busy crying over the characters. Like in episode 4.
Yeah. Catch a
Yeah.
ride.
I have no idea what you people are talking about.
You need to play this.
Ugh.
Because even, Alex, before you played that, you hadn't played Borderlands at all, had
I
you?
have no clue what it's about.
You
And you
really
loved it, yeah?
overestimate how much I like the Borderlands universe.
But I didn't know if I liked the Borderlands universe. I didn't know squiddly do about it. And I
All you
read
knew
about
was
it.
what I was going on about, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I've played Borderlands 1, I've played Borderlands 2, and it's like, I just...
So I think you might like it. It's
I don't
incredibly
like anybody in that realm. I don't like anyone in that franchise.
Yeah, but you get absolutely new characters, though. There's some
And it's
returning
the story
ones.
itself.
Yeah.
It's the story itself
Mm.
and the interaction between the characters. Because in Borderlands 1, you were very isolated, you were wandering around and stuff. Borderlands 2, they do bring
No,
you
I
more
played
of the
it. I
story.
played it with a friend.
No, I mean, the storyline in general. Not just you. I mean,
Yeah,
you're not interacting with many
The
characters.
story, I am doing air quotation marks.
Oh, I love the story of Borderlands 2. It's awesome. But Tales from the Borderland is completely different kettle of fish. If you like Telltale games...
I don't. Sorry.
Well, maybe that's where
This
the
is
I don't like those interactive story games. I'm not.
Okay, fair enough.
I like shooting
But
things.
if any of you at home or on the bus, tube, wherever you are listening to this, if you want to try it, I do believe that episode 1 is currently free to download. So have a go. It's not going to cost you nothing. If you don't like it, don't buy it. If you do, have a go. It's just a bit of fun.
I also absolutely love the music from it. I've downloaded all the songs that they play at the beginning and post credits, and I like.
Didn't they
busy
get an award?
earning? Da-da-da-da-da.
They got an award for best use of licensed music in a game
Oh,
within
so
the last
good.
month. It was
Fits-
amazing.
Fits so well.
Oh yeah. It just every opening sequence tops the previous, and it's just amazing. So the credits are just fantastic. That's the best musical part, I feel.
Yeah.
Like when they're going into space in episode 4. That's
yes.
brilliant.
Yes. No, I love all of them. I mean, essentially, if you don't like Telltale's games, like you, Mon, you're probably not gonna like the game.
Yeah.
But if you like their style, I think the actual style, like the engine in Telltale's really irks me. I don't like how it looks. This was one of my biggest problem with Game of Thrones. I just didn't like how the game looks. But because it's Borderlands and the style of Borderlands, you never feel like, this is the wrong style. It fits perfectly for it because it's not very, it's like kind of cartoonish drawn style.
Yeah.
Soft cell shading.
Yeah, self-shading. So it's
I love
great.
it so much.
So
you
it
you
fits
mean
well.
we have low poly characters and are desperately trying to hide it?
Sorry. Artist.
Stab me in the heart, why don't you?
No, the only game that has a really strong story, just playing a story thing that I like is Persona 4. And that I will rave about that game till the cows come
Okay.
home. I've almost completed it. I am 82 hours into it, and I'm on the final dungeon. And it has been an emotional ride, and I will cry when it's over.
Okay, tell me about Persona 4. Why should I care?
So Persona 4 has a really cool time spending mechanic where you're kind of in the same areas and you get to choose who you go hang out with or the things you do. There's stats and skills and things you're trying to up, and you're also trying to up your relationship with the different characters. And there's a whole amazing story that you're slowly uncovering. And then there's dungeons that you go in and do. So you get your people and you go in and you fight.
You do dungeons.
Yeah, you do dungeons, but that's the dungeons are the bits you do really quickly to get back to the main game, which is spending your days and talking to people, and I like dungeons.
Are they sexual
Trying
dungeons?
to get them to bang you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sorry, you complete.
No, because when you say
complete dungeon.
building up the relationships, you're gonna bang. You're gonna take them to the dungeon and bang.
You can date. You can date someone. You can pick someone as your girlfriend. You can pick somebody else as your girlfriend. And then the first one
Is
can
this a
find out.
JRPG?
Yeah, it is.
There we go.
It is. But it's.
I have researched the Personas a few times because I think it was MCM year before last. I went and played Persona Q.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Persona Q
The one on-
is completely different. It's totally not the same game. Persona Q is just a dungeon crawler using the characters from 3 and 4.
Well, I sat there for about half an hour and I didn't actually get to any dungeons. It was just all talking, and it was like, oh, we are putting on a school fair, and you have to come into our booth and spend money at our cafe. Ooh, this is a weird booth, but it's not really a booth. It's an interdimensional portal that will take you to another realm where you can fight things. But they talked about this for half an hour. So I'm bored now.
Well, the game is like that. There is a lot of dialogue. It's a lot of just running around dialogue, and you got lots of little quests that you can do. But it's all about this place that you're in called Inaba, and the people there, and how you choose your story to go. Like the people you kind of choose to spend loads of time with, who you want to like max out their relationship status. Like it's like a bond status, so it's not like I'm like rank 10 with Dojima, who is like your guardian. And he's cool. He's the best. Like, we call him Brojima, and he's the best. When I got him to rank 10, I was like, oh my god, this is so emotional. And it just...
Did you bang?
No, I didn't. He's like an old man with a daughter.
You're talking to the wrong one of us. If it was me, I'd bang him.
But...
I said a bang, bang,
bang,
bang. I said a bang, 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 bang. Sorry.
And like, I've played one of the other Telltale games, The Walking Dead, and I just don't... I don't like the system so much. Well, I watched Ollie play it because I hate zombies and I scream when I see one. And I couldn't.
The system's improved. It's still a little janky at times, but I think that's just because of the sheer amount of different options. But, like at Extra Life, I played Wolf Among Us, I played a bit of Walking Dead, and now I've played all of this now. And you can really see the progression of the engine. It's a lot smoother. There's a lot more detail, and it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. But I don't...
Like...
Go
on.
No, I was
just going to say, because I got stuck on the guy's crotch at one point when I was playing Walking Dead for about 5 minutes. While they were just talking to each other, they just switching from shot of crotch to crotch. And I just thought, how did this happen? Did you program this in? So they're meant to be crouched down in a little doorway behind some crates. Why am I staring at them staring at their junk?
Well, we know. Weird things. When we used to play when I played Kane and Lynch with Ollie, Kane and Lynch 2, it was so buggy that we would start a level and I would spawn in without a weapon. Just sometimes it was just like, oh, go kill that guy so I can have his gun. But like I don't mind when there's a lot of story-driven stuff in a game. Like Witcher is all about that. Witcher, like I've spent so long just talking to people and I love it. But then there's like loads of other stuff I can do. I can go hit things in the face, and I can go run around, and I can do other things. And like for me, the Telltale games are a bit too much about just doing the story, and it's just too linear. Like Persona has loads of choice, there's loads of things I can do, loads of things I can influence. I had to research how to get the good ending, and it's very.
I don't like that when you have to do that.
Difficult.
Oh.
Yeah, it's difficult. You can have a perfectly okay ending, but it's to get the really, really, really good ending. Supposedly, and I like doing that. Like I'm a massive geek. Those are the things. You have tests in school that like you have to try and remember what the answers the teachers have given you throughout the year because he's a school student in the real world. It's like the real world in the TV
Seems like
world.
Too much like hard work though.
No, it's great. And then you can
like
fish. School. You can fish and you can cook and you can.
Oh wow, those exciting things! Yay!
You're talking to someone who loves Harvest Moon and Pokemon, so like this.
Yes,
okay.
that is true.
I like Pokemon.
And like Harvest Moon, like you've got like your little vegetable patch by your house that you can tend. It's only like you go and you press it once, when it's done. But it's just there's so many things and so many people.
I like making puffins.
Oh, I like the puffin making thing, and like the NPCs don't always have the same dialogue. Like the dialogues actually progress. Like there's been these 2 kids in the school that, as the year has gone by, have had different dialogue, and like their tiny little story just advances as you go. If you just keep talking to them throughout the year, you get more of their story. What happened to them?
Sounds a lot like BioWare games to me, but BioWare games are more fun because you get to have sex with elves and aliens.
But it is on a Vita, so you do get to sit on a train and play this.
Nah.
On that note, I think we should move on to listeners' questions.
Yeah, because we're running out of time.
And you're on about elf sex again.
Hello.
Okay, so we got 2 questions, one of which we're going to quickly answer, and one which is a bit longer, and because we've only seen it today, we're going to leave that till next episode so we can give you a full and clear answer, and well-researched as well, hopefully. So the first question is from Bleazyboy. What games, films are we hyped for this year? Alex?
I have realized I completely forgot about the games part, but the game one is obvious if it does come out, Mass Effect Andromeda. For the films, I'm quite excited for Civil War and Hail Caesar.
Monica?
I'm really hyped about the Warcraft movie, obviously. I'm hoping
Really?
it won't... Yeah, because it might not be awful.
Really? It looked really awful.
Shut up. If I can hear you, it's not illegal.
I'm reserving judgments for that.
Yeah, I'm just hoping it won't be awful, but it might be. The trailer was awful. Okay, I admit it. The trailer was awful.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that maybe the movie will be good, and I'm really hyped for Disney's Moana.
Is that the Polynesian princess?
Yeah, Polynesian princess. It's like Lilo and Stitch, but not. And like Lilo and Stitch is one of my favorite Disney movies ever.
I have not heard about this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, The Rock is like a god, isn't he?
Oh yeah, something like that.
He's like a Maori god.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. Because he looks like one anyway.
And I am hyped by games, I guess Persona 5, if it's going to be out this year. And for Capcom to announce a Monster Hunter Cross release in EU, but it's not been announced yet, so... I really want that game, it looks so good, I love Monster Hunter so much, oh my god, I want to go smash things in the face and then make hats out of their butts.
Mon, I have a confession.
What?
I tried to play Monster Hunter, I didn't like it.
Oh, everyone who tries it for the first time is just like, what is going on? I don't understand. What is this? What does this do? Oh, I'm dead. Oh, what is this thing? What is it? Like, there's a whole Yahtzee video where he tries to play it and just doesn't get it and just doesn't like it. It's like, oh, I'm only harvesting leaves. This is boring. It's like, you have to play it for a bit with somebody there going, this is how you do this, this is how you do that. Because, like, Ollie originally wasn't really keen on it. And I badgered him and he started playing. And after a few hours of him going, what is this? How do I do this? How do I do this? What is this again? How do I do... What? What is this? No, I don't know. What is this? Okay. And now he loves it.
So what you're saying is we need to come round your house with our DSs and play with you.
Yes.
Because I'm struggling as well. So that's a party that's going to happen.
Okay.
Monster Hunter party.
Monster Hunter party!
Oh,
anything else you're excited for?
I can't remember. What else is coming out this year? I think there's a new Battlefield. I'm quite excited if there's a new Battlefield, because I played Battlefront and it just made me really want to play Battlefield 4.
Oh, I forgot! Tell me how did you like Battlefront? Or don't like?
I love the sound and I love the visuals. I think it sounds amazing. It looks amazing. And I really like the survival.
Sound is good.
Sorry. I have a bad feeling about this.
I like the survival missions. And I like the pew pew of the guns. I like running around going pew 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 pew. And stuff, and the jetpacks are cool. I don't like the maps. I think the maps are really boring and just really plain, and there's no height to most of them, and there's not much detail. The Tatooine survival map was really cool. I really like that. It's got like little nooks and crannies and things you can run up and little corridors and things, and that was really cool. The Hoth map is meh. The Endor map is meh. The Jakku map is just... I was like, why can't I go into the big thing and then climb around? And then it's very, very flat. And there's no destructibility to anything. And I come from having played a lot of Battlefield 4, where there's a map where there's just a big hotel in the middle and you can get up to the top of it and it can collapse and take you down with it. And there's another map where... you're in a little really narrow valley, and in the side of one cliff there is a giant spaceship hangar that you can get to by going in a catapult pod that just twangs you up the side of the mountain. And like, that is the map. And
that is the map.
and there's lots of other bits, and just the maps are so interesting. They are huge, and like, as Julia, I think it was Julia saying that, like, she doesn't like how long it takes to run around, and that is a downside. And it's true that in Battlefront you do get into the action really quickly, but I liked it. It kind of became clusters of stories, so like a group of people will be skirmishing over one bit, and then in the distance you just see this building explode and collapse in on itself, and it had a really cool city, and like look, you could get on top of loads of the different buildings and snipe. And there was lots of cool, interesting, and I wanted that with Star Wars. Like, I wanted to be on Coruscant. I wanted to be in amongst the skyscrapers and for like a bridge to blow out so you can't get from. And you create new choke points, and like the side of the roof maybe collapses in and creates new vantage points, and like creates an area in another building that can now be shot at, whereas it couldn't. And it was like a nice safe camp spot before, and all of a sudden like a whole side of it is exposed. So maybe like base B is really hard to hold now because people can snipe you or whatever. And like I wanted that. I wanted to do what Titanfall does in the big trees, where you can like climb up the tree and then you can parkour from one tree to another in this big swamp forest thing that looks just like Endor. And like I wanted that. I wanted more movement. I wanted more running around, more things to do. It felt hollow. It felt really hollow. But like I know loads of people really enjoyed it. The ones who aren't like huge FPSs.
Having said that, I get it. It's what he's saying is really, really cool. But even now, and I've played it way too much, people that don't do an objection, which in this game it's really important to do what the
objective.
Sorry. God damn it, I think I did this already before in some episodes, like objection! No, it's not an objection, it's objective. The people who don't go to objective really piss me off right now at this moment. God. Because I'm like, look guys, it really says, go take over that pod. If I'm the only one there, and there's 10 enemies, I'm gonna be dead.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that happens in other games too. That happens in Destiny. We were playing Iron Banner and just screaming at people not taking control points.
Yeah.
Just people like those. That's like in any game that has any kind of
So I'd rather that nobody had any more distractions from objections.
Objection. They still get distracted. You just get to do more cool stuff.
I guess. Lauren, what are the games and films and stuffs that you're hyped for?
Yeah, tell us.
Well, I'm really, really hyped for Deadpool.
Yes. I was gonna do the thing where I guess, and I would guess Deadpool, and I
pretty obviously Deadpool. I still haven't I got a new Deadpool comic at Christmas, so I've been reading Illustrated and Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe, and I've got Deadpool kills Deadpool now, which is the final in that saga. So I'm going to read that, and it's going to be awesome. So I'm really looking forward to that. I can't remember if it's actually out this year or next year, but whenever the new South Park game is out, because I've been replaying Stick of Truth now there's some backwards compatibility, and it's awesome. So happy. And I'm kind of excited for Plants vs. Zombies 2.
Yes! Yes!
That's going to be cool. That's going to be cool.
It was quite fun when we played at EGX, so I think that'd be a fun little party game to play with you, Alex.
Yes, and nobody cared about it before. I'm so happy that you're excited for it.
She did make me play it. She did take me to the stand, like, we gotta play it! We were the last people the afternoon, I think, on the Thursday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, can we play, please?
Play!
And I'm really intrigued for the new Doctor Strange, because the images that have been released look pretty damn cool.
Because if Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, see, I don't really like Cumberbatch. I think he just looks
pretty badass as Doctor Strange. I think he looks quite cool. But, I haven't really looked too much into it. It's just from the images I've seen online. It looks like an intriguing thing, and I'm looking forward to how that ties into the whole universe. And the fact that we have 4 Marvel films coming out this year is awesome.
I'm strangely unexcited, strangely because it's me and I love Harry Potter, but I'm strangely unexcited for Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
I haven't even looked at the trailer, to be honest.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
It's a thing, but it's like really tiny thing. Like Fantastic Beasts and and Where to Find Them. I read the book, and the book is literally just description of the beasts in the universe. So I think she wrote, maybe in coordination with someone, and by she I mean J.K. Rowling, wrote the whole new screen play for this movie. So it's a story that no one else has seen, and I don't know. I love everything Harry Potter.
Is it the same vein as World War Z? Because World War Z was a collection of stories that a reporter had gone around and found. And then they tried to string that together into some sort of cohesive movie. No, what I mean is it meant to be the guy who wrote the book?
Yes.
And how he went around finding out the information?
Yes, I guess that's what it's about. But the actual book was very bland. These are the monsters, and and the movie is
It's like a guidebook.
Yeah. And the movie is about the guy that wrote the book. But I don't know. I love Harry Potter and everything about it, and I just don't care.
It's Reddy Redmayne. Eddie Redmayne, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or Redmayne?
Yeah. Don't care. Feel nothing.
Yes.
It worries me.
He's a bit hit and miss. He's an Oscar-winning actor. Does amazing things as Stephen Hawking, and he's in The Danish Girl at the minute. But then you think about him in Jupiter Ascending, and then you worry again.
Do you know what? I listened to a podcast the other day who did, their roundup of, favorite blah, blah, blah. And they did, one of the movies for one of these people was Jupiter Ascending, and they actually praised Eddie Redmayne for his performance. And I was sitting there thinking, if only Lauren heard this.
It was terrible.
She would have things to say.
She would have words.
Was that the Death Star one? What podcast was it?
It's a podcast that I listen to, which is called Can't Talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, the next question would be from Cesis, but like I said, we're going to leave that to next week, and it's about our predictions for this year, about what's coming up, what's going to happen. So we're going to do our little researchy bits and come back with an answer for you next week.
Good use of butts.
Also, you guys need to watch Terminator 1 and 2, because I have.
Seen. I do have Genesis waiting for me downstairs.
Not Genesis, no. Terminator 1 and Terminator 2.
Oh no, I've seen 1 and 2. The only one I haven't seen is, I haven't seen 3. I've seen bits of 3. You know, when you flick through the channels, and it's always on ITV2. Like, I've seen chunks of it, but never all the way through. And I haven't seen Genesis, but I know the twist, because it was in the frickin' trailer.
But what are you saying? Was I researching and watching and reading about Watchmen for no reason? I thought that's what we're doing next.
Yeah, we should do Watchmen.
Yeah, Watchmen is next week. So if you have any comments
about maybe
Watchmen,
not next week because you're not here, possibly.
Are we not recording on Wednesday? We could record on Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
I got belly dancing with Julia on Wednesday.
Okay, so
hey, we were gonna. I was tempted to make you come as well, so stop laughing.
And I have to laugh even more. Me belly dancing.
where are you going?
Doing a taster class near Oxford Circus.
Fair enough. Okay, right, so, week after next will be Watchmen, so if you have any comments, regarding the movie and the comic and the associated works, such as the, Tales from the Black Freighter, and the, I can't remember the name. Night Owls. The original Night Owls novel. I can't remember the name of it. It's
is it including
tweets or put it down in the comments down in the post on the forums. So let's do our shout outs. Alex, do you want to do the forums?
Alex does the forums. Not in a sexual way. The
in
barrel.
Hey,
hey, the barrel in the room. Hello. also, hello to Bleezy Boy, War Machine, Orox, Elkir, Vladim, Spiky Crease, and Fasty.
Monica, Twitter.
Shout out to Shunkster, Nelly, Will Driver 93, Cesus, and Will Dojo.
No, he's Porn Fave.
Porn Fave.
Porn Fave. Cesus is Porn Fave. I know it says Cesus, but he's Porn Fave.
Oh, okay, Porn Fave.
Remember, he changed his name because.
Oh, yes.
And on Facebook, Cheese Vozaman. Thank you very much. So we would like to wish you a very happy new year. If you would like to get in touch with us, you can comment in the forums on bigredbarrel.com. You can tweet at us at bigredbarrel using the hashtag geekspeak. You can contact us directly using the Twitters. I am at the Sweet Shrink.
I am a Dusty _ What?
I said sweet shrink.
Oh god, that's actually quite cool.
Sweet Shrink.
That is quite sweet shrink. No, but I am at the Sweet Shrimp.
I'm a Dusty Tulip _ and sometimes on Soulless Butts. I think I might take that handle. It's free.
Do it.
Do it. And I'm at Monica _Ion.
You can also post on the Facebook, the Big Red Barrel Facebook group. We do like comments there. You can also leave a comment and a rating on iTunes. We do like those.
Please.
Very, very happy.
Please.
Leave us a rating. We will give you a shout out and read your comment. 5 is preferable, but anything you think we deserve, we will accept. Give us comments, criticism, as long as it's constructive, please. If you would like to come and meet some of us in person, we are usually at an event called Tabletop Tuesday in Loading Bar in Dalston, London. Every week we have a new featured game, which you can win if you just play it on the evening and let us know. So that's pretty awesome. If you want to know any more details about this, go to bigredbarrel.com, top left-hand corner of the front page, and you should see an a post on there saying Big Red.
It's Monday. I was going to say it's
FMS.
Monday evening. It's not. It's Wednesday evening. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday evening. We've been back in work for 3 days.
Yeah.
3
There's a post
p.m.
there.
used to be my morning. It was so good.
Really?
Yeah.
We felt lazy when we got out of bed at 10.
Oh no, we were going to bed about 4, getting up at 12, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, you guys are
We
not doing it right.
Well, we were staying up watching Funhouse. That's another YouTube channel that are very good. They're linked with Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter, and they're very funny. So we just stay up watching this show called Demo Disc, where they get really old demo discs from the 90s and try and play them now.
Oh my god.
See how terrible they are. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's so stupid. And then if they don't load, they play like porn flash games.
Sounds like a show for me. Hello.
It's just
Oh
called
my God.
Demo Disc, and it's by Funhouse, but it's Haus.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure I heard about this somewhere.
I may have told you last week because they did a cover of Uptown Funk about demo discs, and it's very amusing. I like it.
Where
Okay,
were
I
we?
think I've rambled on long enough. So, happy 2016.
But
We've been
But
on almost a year now. First episode was February, but we conceptualized this time last year. So thank you for listening to us for almost a year now.
blimey, it's really been almost a year. Jesus.
I know.
Sorry, I think this is actually our quarter life crisis episode.
Aww.
It's for me.
Aww.
And on that note, I think we shall bid you adieu. So for episode 26 of Big Red Barrel Geek Speak, first one of 2016, I have been Lauren.
I have been you, Smiley, Flashy Butts. Can Butts be Smiley? I don't know where
Yeah,
I went
I guess it can.
If you get a Sharpie,
from there.
not down the middle, on the cheeks. And we have a Monica.
Good night.
And we bid you goodbye. Bye.
Butts.
You and your ears are quite welcome for the podcasting goodness that you just heard. Why not roll on over to BigRedBarrel.com for more podcasts, news, reviews, and videos from the biggest, reddest site on the internet, BigRedBarrel.com.